Welcome back to Search Party, the podcast that decodes the future of online visibility. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a topic that every business owner needs to hear about: the incredible power of customer reviews. But we're not just talking about social proof for humans, we're talking about their role as fuel for AI. My guest is Matt Harris, an expert in both SEO and the emerging field of AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization. Matt, thanks for joining us.
Always great to be here. And you've hit on a topic that's becoming a massive differentiator for businesses that get it early. We're moving from a world where we optimize for a 10 blue links search engine results page to one where we need to optimize for the single definitive answer that an AI provides. And customer reviews are the secret sauce for that.
Okay, so let's start with the basics for anyone who's new to the term. What exactly is AEO, and how is it different from the SEO we all know?
Sure. SEO is about optimizing your website to rank highly on a search engine like Google. It's about winning a spot on the page. AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization, is about optimizing your content to be selected as the source for the answer that an AI, like ChatGPT, Gemini, or even Google's own AI overviews, gives directly to the user. You're not trying to get a click, you're trying to get cited. The AI reads, synthesizes, and summarizes information from across the web, and it needs trustworthy, comprehensive, and relevant data to do that. Your goal is to be that data source.
So it's less about driving traffic to your site and more about being the authoritative source the AI pulls from.
Exactly. But here's the beautiful part. When you become that authoritative source, the traffic does come. It's just a different kind of traffic. We're seeing AI platforms become massive referrers. I was analyzing a client in the home goods space recently, and their AI referred traffic from platforms like Perplexity and through Google's SGE has grown 527% in the last 6 months alone. That's not a typo, 527%.
That's an insane number. So where do customer reviews come into this? Why are they so special for these AI models?
Think about how a large language model, or LLM, is trained. It ingests massive amounts of text data to understand language, context, nuance, and truth. Now think about what a good customer review contains. It's rich, natural language. It uses specific, real-world product names and features. It describes problems and solutions. It compares products. It talks about durability, ease of use, scent, taste, texture, things that are almost impossible for a brand to write authentically about itself at scale. For an LLM, a page full of reviews is a goldmine of verifiable, crowdsourced, and incredibly detailed data about what a product is actually like to use.
So the AI is essentially reading all these reviews to form its own opinion or summary?
Precisely. Let's say someone asks an AI, what are the most comfortable running shoes for flat feet? The AI isn't just going to parrot a product description from a brand's website. That's biased marketing copy. It's going to scour the web for evidence. It's going to look at articles from Runner's World, but more importantly, it's going to analyze thousands of reviews on sites like Amazon, REI, and directly on brand websites. It's looking for patterns. It will see that 47 people mentioned arch support and flat feet positively in their reviews of shoe model A, while 12 people complained about the narrow toe box on shoe model B. The AI synthesizes all of that into a coherent, data-backed recommendation. If your product has that rich review data, it has a much higher chance of being the one the AI recommends.
That makes so much sense. It's like the AI is doing the work of reading all the reviews for the user. So for a business owner listening, this means that collecting reviews isn't just a nice-to-have for social proof anymore. It's a critical part of their content strategy for AI visibility.
100%. You need to think of user-generated content, especially reviews, as your primary content asset for winning in the age of AI. Your product page with just your marketing copy is a skeleton. The reviews are the flesh, blood, and personality that make it a living, breathing entity that an AI can understand and trust.
Let's get practical. What are the first steps a business should take if they want to leverage this? Just ask for more reviews?
That's the starting line, but it's about asking for the right kind of reviews. A 5-star rating with a comment that just says, great product, is almost useless for AEO. It doesn't give the LLM any substantive data to work with. You need to encourage detailed, specific feedback. The best way to do this is by asking specific questions in your follow-up emails. Don't just say leave a review. Ask things like, what specific problem did this product solve for you? Or how does the fit compare to your previous similar product? Or can you describe the first time you used it? These prompts generate the rich, descriptive language that LLMs crave.
I love that. You're guiding the customer to create the content you need. What about the structure on your website? Does it matter where you put these reviews?
Absolutely. This is a technical SEO point that crosses over into AEO. You must make sure your review data is marked up with schema.org structured data. Specifically, you want to use review and aggregate rating schema. This isn't just a fancy buzzword. This code acts as a universal translator for search engines and AI crawlers. It explicitly tells them, hey, this block of text here is a review. This is the author, this is the rating, and this is the product it's for. It makes it exponentially easier for the AI to find, parse, and utilize your review content accurately. Without it, you're leaving it to chance.
And I know you use a tool like SEO Melon to audit and implement that kind of structured data, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's what I use personally to quickly diagnose if a client's markup is correct, or if there are errors that might be preventing their reviews from being understood. It's a huge time saver.
So we've got collecting detailed reviews and marking them up properly. What's next? Should businesses be repurposing this review content elsewhere?
Fantastic question. This is where you can get really strategic. First, you should be featuring snippets of your most powerful keyword-rich reviews right in your product descriptions. If someone says, this is the best vacuum for pet hair on hardwood floors, you need that phrase on your page. Second, create dedicated content hubs around common questions and use reviews as the evidence. For example, a blog post titled The Best Blenders for Crushing Ice According to Our Customers, where you pull direct quotes from reviews. You're essentially doing the AI's job for it, creating a perfectly structured, authoritative page that it will be desperate to cite.
That's such a clever way to build authority. You're not just stating something, you're proving it with real user data. Now, what about negative reviews? We have to talk about those. Does a handful of bad reviews hurt your chances with an AI?
This is a crucial point. A perfect 5.0 rating can actually look suspicious to both humans and AI. A mix of reviews, even with some critical ones, appears more authentic and trustworthy. The key is how you handle them. If an AI sees a negative review that says, the battery life is short, but then sees an owner's response that says, we're sorry to hear that, our customer service team is ready to help, and we'd like to note that for best battery performance, please ensure you're using the included charger. That's incredibly powerful. The AI sees a brand that is engaged and responsive. It adds a layer of credibility. So responding to negative reviews isn't just PR, it's direct AEO fuel.
That's a really nuanced and important point. It's about the totality of the conversation, not just a perfect score. Now, looking to the future, where do you see this heading? How will the relationship between reviews and AI evolve?
I think we're going to see a much deeper integration. We're already seeing AI tools that can analyze your review corpus and automatically generate these insights for you, identifying common pain points, feature requests, and superlatives. Soon, I predict AI will be able to generate hyper-personalized product recommendations for a website visitor by matching their stated needs entered into a chat interface against the deep well of your review data in real time. The business that has collected 10,000 detailed reviews will have an insurmountable advantage over the business with 100 vague ones. Your user-generated content will become your most valuable sales and marketing automation asset.
That's both exciting and a little daunting for businesses that are behind on this. So, Matt, to wrap up, what is the one actionable takeaway you want every business owner to leave with today?
Stop thinking of customer reviews as just testimonials for social proof. Start treating them as your most valuable keyword-rich content asset. Your number one priority this week should be to audit your review collection process. Are you asking specific questions? Is your structured data in place? Are you showcasing this content on your site? The businesses that win the AI future will be the ones with the richest, most detailed, and most authentic user-generated data. That is your secret weapon.
Matt, this has been incredibly insightful. Thank you so much for breaking down the why and the how of using reviews for AEO.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for listening to Search Party. Until next time, keep asking the right questions.